So, the story kicks off with a Halloween party. We're introduced to a young guy named Eric. He's trying his best to impress his friends. But right then, another guy shows up in an expensive car. He starts flashing his money and easily impresses everyone at the party. Frustrated by all this, Eric leaves the party. That's when he spots a wooden box lying on a path in the woods. And from inside it, the main character of our story emerges, the Jester. The Jester tries to pull off his old mask, but the mask is stuck to his face as if it's become his own skin. So he finally rips the mask off. When he does, his face is left completely mutilated. The Jester then follows Eric back to the party. He starts performing various magic tricks on the dejected Eric. Not only that, to amaze the crowd, the Jester covers Eric with a cloth and, in an instant, makes him disappear. Everyone sees this and starts applauding. No one suspects him because, naturally, it's a Halloween party, and everyone is in spooky makeup and masks, but no one has any idea where Eric actually went. Meanwhile, one of Eric's friends is blindfolded and repeatedly hitting a sack with a baseball bat. It was supposed to be a surprise box game, where the harder you hit, the more prizes you'd get. But suddenly, everyone starts screaming for her to stop hitting the box. In her excitement, she doesn't listen to anyone and just keeps swinging the bat, until Eric is dead. Yes, folks, the Jester had replaced the box with Eric, and from those bat swings, Eric was now dead. As soon as Eric dies, panic erupts at the party. Everyone starts screaming. But of course, the Jester acts as if nothing happened. He simply takes out a candle he's carrying, burns a playing card in the flame, and then walks away, laughing. Next, we meet another main character, Max, who is very lonely. He doesn't have any friends, so he's at home getting ready for Halloween by himself. Now, it turns out Max is a pretty good magician himself. He knows some cool magic tricks. He wants to show his tricks to his sister and their neighbors to get candy and treats. But his mom tells him, "Max, you're too old for this stuff. Just drop it. Go enjoy the Halloween party with your friends." With that, Max's mom leaves the house with his little sister. Now, Max is all alone at home with nothing to do, so he grabs his bike and heads out. Elsewhere, we see the Jester again, who has come to find his second victim. He catches a man, and as part of his magic trick, he puts him in handcuffs. This terrifies the man. He has no idea what the Jester is about to do to him. And here, the Jester performs a magic trick for the man. He starts pulling a long string of handkerchiefs out of the man's mouth. At one point, the handkerchiefs get stuck in the man's throat. The Jester gives a hard yank, and a playing card comes flying out with the handkerchiefs, slicing his mouth and windpipe on the way out. The man dies instantly, and once again, the Jester burns the card to ashes in his candle flame. After this, we see Max arrive at a restaurant. Everyone there starts making fun of him and his costume. He's sitting there quietly, when suddenly, the Jester sits down right in front of him. The Jester acts friendly towards Max and starts to show him a magic trick. Before the Jester can finish his trick, Max gets excited and says, "Wait, okay, I know what happens next." He then takes the cards from the Jester and proceeds to fool him with his own magic trick. Seeing this, the Jester gets angry and storms off. When the Jester leaves, Max feels incredibly hurt. He thinks that maybe the man didn't like his magic trick. After this, Max goes outside only to find that a kid, on a dare from his friends, has slashed his bike tires. Seeing this, Max gets even angrier and throws his magician's top hat into a trash can. Meanwhile, we're shown the Jester again, who is now sleeping on a bench. Just then, 3 friends show up and start to prank him. This wakes the Jester up, and he starts showing them various card tricks. But this time, something very strange happens. The Jester can't seem to perform his magic trick correctly. He keeps failing to pull the right card, time after time. Seeing this, the 3 friends just think the Jester is a loser and start to walk away. Just then, the Jester flies into a rage and makes them his victims. He brutally hacks the 2 boys to death. The girl who survives runs for her life. He tries to burn the cards in his candle again, but strangely, this time the cards won't burn. It's as if these murders were completely in vain, and his purpose wasn't fulfilled at all. Finally, we see Max again. He's gone to meet his older friend, Billy. Billy was actually the one who had taught Max magic. Max tells Billy, "I don't know why this keeps happening to me. I haven't done anything wrong. I try so hard, but people still don't like me. They're mean to me. I can't win them over with my magic." Hearing this, Billy explains, Your magic doesn't work because you don't perform it with total confidence. Look, the magic isn't just the tricks I taught you. The real magic is inside you. It's how you use your confidence to fool other people. That's the real magic. He then shows Max a magic wand and says, "Look, in a normal kid's hands, this is just a stick. But in your hands, it's a real tool for magic." And just as Billy is explaining this, Max pulls a trick and fools him. Billy laughs. Billy's words help Max get his confidence back. But as Max leaves to go home, he runs right into the jester again. The jester notices that Max isn't wearing his magician's hat. This seems to make him sad, so he takes off his own hat and puts it on Max's head. He asks Max why he's upset, and Max tells him everything, about how a bully slashed his bike tires just to show off to his friends. Hearing this, the jester goes to find the kid who slashed Max's tires. The kid is at a party, having a great time, but the jester shows up and, pretending to do a magic trick, yanks the kid's pants down in front of everyone. The whole party bursts out laughing at him. The boy, completely humiliated, runs away. After that, the jester returns to Max and makes him an offer. "Why don't we team up? We can show people magic together." He manages to convince Max. They end up at a woman's house. The jester tells Max to show the woman his magic trick. So, Max performs his trick, and he actually fools her. The woman is delighted. Seeing this, the jester decides to perform a trick on her too. He touches his magic wand to her face, and instantly, a new layer of skin grows over her mouth and nose, sealing them shut. She can't breathe. She starts to suffocate and, in a moment, dies in agony. Max watches the whole thing in horror. He's terrified and tries to run away, but the jester just lights his candle and burns another card. This time, he sees the card burns perfectly. This makes the jester incredibly happy. Meanwhile, a terrified Max is riding his bike as fast as he can to get home, when the jester suddenly appears and grabs him. Max throws his bike down and runs to a nearby man, begging for help. But the jester just shoves the man's little girl to the ground. The man has to go help his daughter. And just like that, the jester is on Max again. Max is so scared he can barely breathe. He reaches for his inhaler, but the jester snatches it from his hand. To escape, Max scrambles and hides behind a dumpster, curling into a ball, and the jester begins to hunt for him like a madman. And he finds Max very quickly. The jester grabs Max by the leg and starts dragging him, all the way back to the Halloween party we saw at the beginning of the movie. When Max sees Eric's body hanging there, he's even more terrified. Max tries to escape, but there's no way out. Finally, he asks the jester, "What is going on? What are you doing?" But the jester can't answer, because he can't speak. Max realizes the jester isn't human. He spots a Ouija board nearby, the kind used to talk to spirits. He grabs it and tries to communicate with the jester, and through the board, the jester answers him. He says, "Look, I don't want to kill you, Max. I need you." The jester then uses his power to summon the dead body of Eric, and through Eric's corpse, the jester begins to speak to Max. The dead Eric, or rather, the jester, tells Max, "You see, ordinary people didn't love me at all, just like they don't love you now. But one day, the most mysterious entity in the world, Death, came knocking at my door. But I tricked him, and I kept him from taking my soul. In exchange, however, Death gave me a new job. Death itself made a pact with me. It said, 'All right, I won't take your soul, but in return, every Halloween night, before my candle burns out, you must use your magic tricks to fool 4 people, and you must take their lives.'" The jester explains, "I've been doing this for years and years. I've been tricking people and delivering their souls to death. But today, you beat me. You tricked me. And because of that, my own tricks aren't working anymore. And now, to finish my job, you have to perform your magic trick, and you have to kill people for me." But Max flat out refuses. By now, the jester has already killed 3 people, and he needs the 4th kill, which is why he needs Max's help, since his magic is failing. See, even though the jester has killed several people, not all of them count. Only the 4 people he kills by fooling them with magic will satisfy the pact. In this case, Eric, who died at the beginning, the man on the road, and the woman who died with Max, those were the jester's 3 official victims. The jester then tells Max, "If you don't listen to me, and you don't finish the job tonight, then I will burn, and my curse will pass on to you. Because you tricked me, The responsibility of killing 4 people every year will become yours. Max has no choice. He agrees to the jester's deal, but before he goes with him, Max secretly takes Eric's phone from his pocket. So, now Max has to choose someone to kill with his magic. He chooses the boy who slashed his bike tires. The boy is sitting on a park bench, looking miserable. Max goes and sits next to him, but before Max can even start the trick, the boy suddenly apologizes to him. He says, "I never should have slashed your tires. I just did it to impress those girls. You know, that's the first bad thing I've ever done, and the punishment was so much worse. Some guy in a mask showed up, made me look like a fool, and embarrassed me in front of everyone." Hearing this, Max is about to perform the trick, but his mind changes. He doesn't want to kill this kid anymore. But the boy himself, he picks a card from Max's hand, and just like that, the magic trick is complete. As soon as the trick is done, the jester appears to kill the boy. But Max doesn't want this. The kid already apologized. He screams at the jester, "No, don't kill him." But before Max can do anything, the boy himself walks right up to the jester, wanting revenge for his humiliation. He yells at the jester, "How dare you embarrass me in front of those girls?" The jester doesn't listen to a word. He decides to punish the boy with his own red coat, since the boy had grabbed his collar. The jester suffocates the boy inside the coat, then shoves his hand down his throat, killing him brutally. But the jester was so angry at Max that he didn't use any magic for this kill. He just straight up murdered the boy with his bare hands, which means his contract is still not fulfilled. Seeing all this, Max pretends he's going to throw up and runs away. He was actually trying to call 911. Anyway, we're shown the jester, back in his red coat, following Max again. But before he gets far, the police show up. The police ask them who has a phone. The jester, of course, says nothing, but Max pulls out the hidden phone and shows them he'd called 911. Seeing this, the jester realizes Max tricked him and called the cops. And though the jester is furious with Max, the police arrest him before he can do anything. But the jester wasn't human. He uses his magic to break free from the handcuffs, wraps them around the officer's hands, and uses them to sever the officer's hands. The poor officer dies right there in agony. A female officer unloads her gun into the jester, but he doesn't die, because he's already cheated death and has a pact with him. So, the jester brutally kills the female officer too. Max uses this chance to escape. He runs until he finds a man and begs him, "A joker is after me. He wants to kill me. Please, help me." Hearing this, the man agrees to help. He tells Max to get in his car, and they finally drive off, escaping from the jester. But halfway down the road, Max realizes he's made a terrible decision. This guy was not a good person. He just wanted to take advantage of Max's situation. He even starts making inappropriate suggestions. But before anything worse can happen, the jester reaches the car. He rips the man out and murders him brutally. But this still doesn't fulfill his contract, because the jester didn't use any magic to kill him. Meanwhile, seeing blood on the car window, Max is terrified. The jester walks over and pulls Max out of the car, but Max stumbles and falls, and he starts having a severe asthma attack. The jester notices Max's inhaler is broken, so he picks him up to help him and rushes him to a fire station. There, a team of firefighter medics sees Max and starts giving him first aid. And just as Max starts to breathe normally and recovers a bit, the jester sneaks up behind him and starts brutally murdering the firefighters. You see, he didn't just kill people to fulfill his pact. He also did it for fun, killing people for no reason at all. Seeing this, Max is horrified. He abandons everything and hides under a truck. But of course, the jester finds him and pulls him out. He shows Max the candle, reminding him that their mission isn't over. There is still one last person left to kill. Max refuses to continue the mission. He uses his own magic to trick the jester and escapes, running all the way back to his house. At home, his mom is waiting for him. She scolds him for being so late, but Max doesn't say anything. He just stares at his mom, and then hugs her tightly, as if he hasn't seen her in ages. Max then goes upstairs and looks in on his sister lovingly, but that's when he sees the jester in his sister's room. Terrified, Max screams for his mom, but the jester has already killed her. The jester then floats his mother's dead body into the room, and disturbingly, the jester begins to speak to Max through his mother's corpse. He tells Max, "If you don't listen to me and you don't finish my work, then I will kill your sister too." And now, with no other way to save his sister, Max had no choice. He agrees to the jester's deal. The jester tells him, "Don't worry, there's only one victim left. Do it quickly. The candle is about to burn out." And for the final victim, Max chooses the waiter from the restaurant, the one who made fun of him earlier. So, the two of them go to find the waiter, who is just finishing his shift and heading home. They stop him and try to fool him with a magic trick, but Max has another plan. He pretends to perform the trick on the waiter, but he's actually performing it on the jester. At the end of the trick, Max pulls the final card from the jester's own pocket. He holds it up and tells him, "Look, this year's final soul will be yours. I sacrifice you to death." Seeing this, the jester is so enraged that to get revenge on Max, he first seals that waiter's mouth shut with a layer of skin, so the man can't eat or speak. But now, the jester himself begins to burn, because by this time his candle is going out. The jester starts to die, and even in this dying state, he can't stay calm. To get his revenge, he stabs a knife into Max's leg. Poor Max endures the pain, pulls the knife out of his leg, and crawls over to the waiter whose mouth the jester sealed. Max then cuts the skin open, allowing the man to breathe and eat again. But just then, the dying jester grabs Max one last time. He's about to choke him to death, but Max quickly grabs his magic wand and shoves it right into the jester's eye. This almost completely disables the jester. Slowly, his hands, his feet, and his entire body burn away until he is nothing but ashes. After everything is over, we see that the jester's hat didn't burn. A little while later, the police arrive and seal off the entire area. Hearing news of the tragic event, Max's friend Billy comes to see him. Finally, Max hugs his friend and whispers, I did my magic trick. I've learned magic. And now, every year, I have to offer 4 magic tricks and 4 souls to death." What he meant was that the jester's pact has now fallen onto him, and now he must kill 4 people every Halloween night and deliver their souls to death. In other words, this whole cycle is about to begin again, this time with Max. And that's where today's story ends. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and if you want to see the first part, I'll definitely explain it tomorrow. So, for today, I'm signing off. Goodbye.